Now Bob and Chris are with us with highlights from the Broad River Bowl. Watch.
Homecoming at Beaufort High School on a Friday night, and the Eagles gave their fans something to cheer about and probably enjoy for the entire weekend. The Eagles came in playing against a Bluffton team that was just 1-5. The Eagles were 0-5 coming in. They were 1-10 overall. I tell you what, 48 minutes later, it is a whole different thing if you're an Eagles fan. The season has turned around. They are now 1-0, 35-24. They beat Bluffton, and I'm not sure it was that close.
What a game. You know, it started out in the first minute and 4 seconds we had a touchdown. Then within about a minute later we had another touchdown, and we thought, oh boy, are we going to see some scoring tonight? And then all we had were 2 more field goals going up all the way to halftime. And then in the second half, Beaufort came out with a different look. The running game took over. The wonderful effort of Daniel Ferris, who was asked to step in as the backup quarterback to be the starter this week, and he was the general that just guided them with efficiency. And here we are, 35-24 later. Beaufort has their first win, and they're 1-0 in the region.
Yeah, let's tell you the Daniel Ferris story. 2 weeks ago, he's a wide receiver. He's not even a part of the core of the offense, and the starting quarterback goes down. He's got to come in, finishes off the game last week, and then comes back and really field generals the team throughout. Had a couple of longer passes that didn't get caught in the first half. Only had to throw once in the second half.
Just once.
Threw a touchdown pass.
But it mattered, and it was a great one, Eddie Warren.
But ran the option brilliantly
throughout
throughout the game. And Beaufort also got a pretty good defensive effort when they needed it in the first half to keep Bluffton from running away for it. Beaufort fumbled 3 kicks in the first quarter. A lot of teams get blown out when that happens. And Bluffton was able to get 1 touchdown, but then they were held to field goals on the other 2 efforts, as you mentioned, 12-7 at halftime. But momentum was beginning to turn Beaufort's way.
It sure did.
And when they got it in the second half, they just ground the clock down and ran it right up the middle. Great job running the option for Daniel Ferris. And now they're 1-0 in the region, sitting top.
A whole different look. I mean, you know, they were 0-5. Hanging their heads more or less, and now you saw what happened here tonight. This homecoming crowd was behind them. It was a wonderful night. We got to go to the other side of the ball now. You almost kind of wonder where Bluffton goes from here. You know, it was a disappointing performance, a lot of drop balls tonight, and not only was it drop balls, when they had big plays, penalties killed them.
John Hopp's got to get his team together now. This is a chance for it to all blow up. We'll see how well he holds it together coming down the stretch. They've still got a lot to play for, too. They can still be a playoff team, but they've got to get things together. They've still got to play the Bridge Bowl with Hilton. They've still got to play Colleton County, so they've got a couple of region games left to go. Bluffton's got some work to do. Well, Beaufort does, too. They're going to meet the buzzsaw known as May River
next week.
Yeah, coming up this week. We're going to have that game right here on WHHI. 35-24. Beaufort wins it on homecoming over Bluffton. For Chris Tremblay, I'm Bob Stevens. Back to the studio.
Coming up on the Beaufort News, Will Wareham. He's out and about in Beaufort. Stay tuned.